Recut. And by the way, just to let you know, this isn't... I'm not playing, okay? My Switch is over there on the bed. So basically what it comes down to it, this is all pre-recorded footage. The reason why I had to go with pre-recorded what we're going to see anyway is pre-recorded footage. The reason why we're going with pre-recorded footage was because I had to put all my focus and effort into getting past this next part. In fact, when it comes down to it, I actually had to do this like 3 to 4 times because I kept screwing myself over. Like, seriously, no joke. I left myself with no more than just one heart to deal with the segment. Then, of course, I also ended up getting poisoned quite a bit. I ended up getting cut quite a bit. And it ended up screwing me over so bad. And I didn't really have the essentials in order to survive. So, in this case, I actually had to play through it like 6 or 7 times in order to get it right. So, I'm just going to start playing here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're going to see a bit of a speed run of the speed run here, because I was trying to get through this game as fast as I possibly could. But there was a bit of a caveat. I thought I was on my way of getting a good ending. However, there was a bit of a problem with that. But we'll see. I don't get what I did wrong here to get that problem. I just did something wrong that gave me the problem that, well, didn't necessarily give me the most best of endings. Okay, well, there was another thing, too, that I should have done, too. Also, for some reason, she started chasing me in that first area, too. And she also started taking chunks out of me. She would not leave me alone here. I don't know why. She just wouldn't leave me alone. Even with the flashlight off, she still wouldn't leave me alone. And I had to... I was booking it from class to class, hoping that she wouldn't find me, she wouldn't notice, and all that other stuff. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, there was quite a few interesting things that happened during this little playthrough, huh? Oh yeah. I think I also did something else that's wrong too. I was supposed to find Siho hiding out in the bathroom on the 4th floor before going downstairs and checking out everything. And I also did a couple other mistakes too, where I went to check the other door and didn't bother to return my port card to Yasol too. So wait, no, not Yasol, but what was her name again? Oh yeah, no. Oh shoot, I forgot what her name was again. I think we'll probably see it here in a moment, but you know. Oh yeah, and then I did trust that out to see if it would work at distracting her. It did, but anyway. And yeah, she wouldn't stop chasing me here. I don't know why. She just kept spawning in the most inconvenient of areas. Oh yeah, and then of course we also got to see a death screen that we never got to see before. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, I kept checking that door when I shouldn't have. I should have been heading upstairs to check on Siho and all that other stuff. But, you know, I also forgot I handed out the report card to, what was her name again? Yasol, I think? I think it was, yeah, Yasol. That was her name. See, Yasol, there we go. Yep. Anyway, so yeah, I was trying to speed through this as fast as I possibly could. Actually, when it came down to it, the bottle of water actually did kind of come in handy, because since I was running most of the time, it kind of proved to be super useful, especially for a quick burst of energy, when she wasn't chasing me at least. But, you know. But when she did start chasing me, the bottle of water is just completely and totally useless. So, honestly, you don't really need the bottle of water in order to get past the game, or to get anywhere. You just need to keep on running. Honestly, just drop every bottle of water, because, like I said, they don't really do much. In fact, when it comes down to it, there's also like another energy drink that just does the exact same thing. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend doing that. Oh yeah, and then this one. I was just spamming random things to see which one would work. Which, of course, it took me a while. It definitely took me a while, but when I did, it worked out rather well. Unfortunately, though, I actually did something really stupid, but we'll see too. We'll see what went wrong and later on. But, you know, it's kind of impressive that you can actually get this game done in under an hour. So, you know. Yep, and then of course I realized that I made a crucial mistake. And also she was puppy guarding this area too for some reason. I don't know why. Every single time I went down there to check things out, she was just like guarding that area down there. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, I was supposed to get the note up there telling me where to find the recorder. Then of course I go down into the lab, I do that. And yep, there she was. She was just standing in front of the door. I deal with the creepy shade, and then, of course, well, I head back upstairs to get into the north building, which then, of course, you know, every other event plays out as normal. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know why, but I gave myself 8 minutes to commentate over this. But, and I'm not really thinking of any clever commentary with this, considering that it's all afterthought, I guess. And kind of looking back on it, I mean, there were a few mistakes made here and there. I will admit, actually, probably one of my biggest mistakes was not being able to talk to Siho, which was a big, huge mistake on my part. But at least I tried to make sure that I had everything that I needed for the next area, which, of course... Oh, yes, and another mistake here where I actually forgot to play the DV tape on my way back from the principal's office. Also, she would not leave me alone over here close to this area, if I remember correctly. Because, yeah, I don't know why, but she usually is, like... She's usually crazy insane when it gets to this point. Oh, yeah, I think I was looking for an antidote over there. Then, of course, I remembered, oh, yeah, I could get an antidote from the cafe, which is probably why I forgot about the tape, and why I forgot how to... Why I forgot to play it. So, anyway. Yep. Yep. But, yeah. This is basically like a speedrun of a speedrun. This is me trying to... And honestly, if I would have go back to this, I think I've tried to do something right next time, or see what I could do to get the best possible ending. Yeah, this game has two different endings. It has the bad ending and the good ending. The bad ending is what you would get... Actually, you could get that normally, but the good ending, you could get... the good ending is... actually a little more different, and it actually sets up the sequel a little bit better too. So anyway, also that dev green tea also is kind of useful at this point too, because you can respawn your energy really quickly. So anyway, oh yeah, and this is also where I also screwed myself over on this run too, because I didn't leave myself too many hearts. So instead I ended up having to well, actually, because I didn't have that much hearts, I was underneath the condition of being poisoned, and actually, I don't think I had... to be honest, yeah, there we go, I poisoned myself right away, and that's not a good sign. In fact, when it comes down to it, she got me right away. Thankfully, I had it saved all the way back there before I had the VHS recorded, so I had to go all the way back to the office, which is kind of irritating. But, yeah. I had to spend some won on some things, and then, of course, after that, I got myself completely and totally ready here. Instead of going directly to the area, I went back, bought myself some antidote, bought myself like a Shiwa burger, and then just went back to it. Basically, I think I had like 2 antidotes, 1 Shiwa burger, and 3 Dev Prasos. I don't think I used all of them, but, yeah. Alright, here we go. I think we're getting to the part where gameplay starts looking more normal. Yeesh. That got me. Alright, so anyway, I think I started out with having a Depresso before... Oh yeah, well, this is me showing you what I got. Yeah, 3 Depressos, a bandage, antidote, and a Shiwa burger. Okay, so I didn't have 2 antidotes. I thought I just had 1 antidote and a bandage. Okay. But that was better than nothing. So anyway, I got the pendant, and of course, yep, start running. And we run into the killer, or Mrs. Song, or the killer that looks like Mrs. Song. Yay Soul protects us, thankfully. So anyway, I also do a little bit of looting because there's some coinage here, and it's kind of useful to get. Let's see, what else did I do? Yeah. You can't leave. Our secret can never leave. You belong here now. And then, of course, the killer finds us. I find a coin. Actually, I thought the coins were kind of useless at this point, but tell you the truth, there are vending machines that you can actually use these coins at in this area, so... Where are you going, Youngo? Stay a while. Okay, yeah, I didn't really have the time to read all that. I was worried that she was probably going to catch up with me. I was thinking there was something useful here, but... Oh, yeah, the antidote. Okay, there was another antidote down there. I could have used up one of my bandages or threw it out, but... Then again, it was kind of useful. Yep, and this is where I take the Devpresso coffee, wait for that thing to explode, and I run from Mrs. Song, who completely misses me. I could have looted this area, but, you know, I didn't want to dodge Mrs. Song in any way, shape, or form. She never spawns here, but she does spawn right here shortly after firing up the generator. One of these boxes also had, like, a coin in it. I forget which one. I think it was that one. No. Wait, it was the cupboard. No? Shoot, I forgot which one had the coin in it. Oh, it was that one. Okay. And then, of course, yeah, I looted everything before I left that area. Honestly, there's hiding places, but they don't matter. Because Mrs. Song is always going to find you, no matter what. So just run and dodge. Don't even bother messing around with the hiding places. She will get you. So anyway. So I found a way out, and then this is when things start getting a little more tricky. I didn't move here. The reason why is because I know I could have gotten poisoned if I did. So I save right here. There is a saving point right here, which is a good thing. That means that if you mess up, you can always come back and, well, okay, actually I did mess up, but I couldn't come back to this point because there was other save points along the way, and I messed up there too. So you didn't need to go into the principal's office. Actually, I thought you needed to go into the principal's office in order to figure out this maze, but actually you don't. You need to run all the way to the other side of this. However, the way is blocked, so... And also, be prepared to encounter Mrs. Song, too. Oh yeah, I remembered where that coin was, too. Weird. I think I didn't encounter Mrs. Song until I get down to the second floor. Which, of course, I also made the mistake of running the opposite direction, which, of course, I didn't need to. Oh yes, inner axe also causes a bleeding effect. I forgot about that. Okay, so this is where I start making my big mistake. So yeah, I'm poisoned, and I'm bleeding. And I don't have very many hit points left. I shouldn't have wasted my time on that. I should have went... Oh, and this is where I did a clever move. I actually wasn't expecting that to work out so well, but it worked out in my favor. Yeah, she constantly chases you in this section, so you gotta keep running. Luckily enough, there was a little bit of breathing room, so I did this. Took another depresso, ate that, gave myself the antidote, and bandaged myself. However, I did a huge mistake here. I should have walked all the way down to this hall. I should have went up the stairs and went left. But instead, I went down the stairs and back into the cafeteria. And that's when I screwed myself over for the good ending. The true ending, technically. But at least I did manage to get myself a few things that I needed. Like, for example, actually, I think I got myself the chips, but I'm not quite sure. No, I got the chocolate bars, yeah. No? Okay, wait, no, I was deciding. Never mind, I know what I was thinking. Okay, so I bought another Devpresso thinking that I was probably going to need it. I really didn't. Bought myself a bag of chips because it's useful, and then I think I also bought myself a Dev King chocolate bar, and then it ran out of coin. And then got another 500 won. Didn't decide to spend it on anything, though, because it would be smarter to save it up. Also, the bandage was pretty useful, too. Anyway. There were several notes, but I didn't bother to pause to look at them or anything like that. And this is where I screw myself over. I should have never saved here. If I did, I should have saved in another slot. I didn't think I was on my way of getting a bad ending. Until, well, we'll see. Thankfully, I know to watch for those things. The notes all over the walls were confusing me, however. I was frantically trying to look for the way out, because this part right here is actually a maze. And I'm not talking about, like, a simple maze, a maze. Where every step of the way can screw you over. Or if you have a chance of screwing yourself over every step of the way. When technically, you're supposed to go just straight down the hall. Oh yeah, that, and I think I got myself killed here. Alright, so, anyway, with that embarrassing little moment out of the way, basically the idea is you just head straight down the hall, you don't bother with any of the doors or the arrows, because to tell you the truth, they're just there to screw you over and to waste your time. I figure this out. It takes me a while to figure it out, but I figure it out. Because I also realize this is not an area to be in either. Even if there's some lootables in this room. And this is when things start really getting confusing. So, basically, when it comes down to it, I think the room that you were supposed to go into was 2A. And there was 2 ways of... No, wait, no, it's not 2A. It's the next room over, I think. Because you're on floor 3, which was the floor with the cafeteria on it. Okay, sorry, trying to remember from the top of my head of what was going on here. Trying to paint out the visual map. It was 2B. You need to enter there. Oh, yeah, okay. Now, one of these ways screw you over. And guess which way I picked first? Oh, yeah, let's go down the one that's veiny and stuff. Because that definitely looks innocent, doesn't it? Yep, and I'm poisoned. Again, and I don't have an antidote on me. That's wonderful. So instead, I have to run all the way back down to the end of the hall. And actually, I also do something also incredibly stupid here, too. I go back inside the same room thinking that this is the right room, even though, honestly, it wasn't. This is where I screwed up again. You'll see what I mean. I forget which area to go into, so I go back into the same exact area. Luckily, I didn't get poisoned again, but, still. I have regrets. I will admit, though, the atmosphere at this part of the game, though, is very creepy. I mean, they did a really good job of making a bit of an unsettling atmosphere with the building falling apart, how everything is splattered with gore, blood, and all that other stuff. They did a fantastic job. I have to swoon over this, okay? It's really... I mean, atmosphere-wise, they got it right. I gotta admit. Okay, and this time I didn't screw myself over. This time I didn't screw myself over. But then, it's also kind of fascinating to see what they find horrifying. Oh yeah, and I also screw myself over here too. And I also really screw myself over here as well, because to tell you the truth, there's actually 2 ways to enter, and I go through the way that you shouldn't be going through anyway. Because I think, if I remember correctly, I found myself on the towards the girls' bathroom on... Oh, wait, no. Maybe that was the right direction. Nope, that wasn't the right direction. Okay, I forgot about that. Sheesh. Like I said, this last part was a maze. I was confused as all blue blazes. Happy to outrun Mrs. Song, though. And this time I picked right. I wanted to hide in one of these, but, you know, they were all locked. So, yeah. Anyway, also I had to look up a walkthrough for this, and I still couldn't remember it very well when I did this, so, yeah. Okay, I don't know what caused the lag there, but maybe it might have been the program I'm using, which is a Power Director, but I don't know. Something that I needed. An antidote. And then the dev's chips fills me right back up. And then I get confused. Again. Okay, yeah, I keep finding notes left and right, but I never bothered to check them or anything. I didn't ever bother to read them or something like that. And sometimes going through the classrooms can be the more safer option, even though I think it's probably one of the more confusing ones. Okay, let's see. 1A, 1A. Okay, this one definitely confused me. Because, honestly, I thought that was the way to go, because of the strange marking. No, it's not. It's just another hidey place. Which was not very useful for me. But it also worked as another save point, which is also where I screwed myself over on getting the good ending, at least. And I run around like an idiot with a head, like an idiot for a moment, wondering where on earth am I supposed to go? Because again, like I said, I watched a walkthrough for this. I know how the good ending is. I'll get to it when I get to it. But, yeah. Oh yeah, and there was a vending machine here too. I forgot about that. I think I spent my money on a Dev Team chocolate bar, which actually turned out to be useful. But, you know, Deviantart chocolate bar, yeah. I think this area... Wait, no, I do come back to this area, because if I remember correctly, I think Mrs. Song discovers me and then takes a chunk out of me, which is where that chocolate bar comes in handy. 3, 2... Okay, yep, that got me. Yeah, this is where this area comes in handy. Yeah, she's in here with me. She's looking around. She's trying to find me, but obviously I'm hiding inside the stall. She doesn't know that, though. I was grateful for that. At least the danger had subsided. Tell you the truth, when it comes down to it, knowing without the music was actually pretty easy. You know, that's one of my biggest problems with this game, is that the music seems to be more louder than everything else. And, it throws me for a bit of a loop sometimes. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. And then, yeah, I'm supposed to go all the way down to the end and then take this and then end up in this unknown area, which is, well, who knows where it is. And I also have to run from Mrs. Song. because apparently the hiding areas do not matter here. I was a little worried that Mrs. Song would just pop out of nowhere here. Quite literally. And this is... Okay, yeah, that's where I get back into there. Unfortunately, though, this is when I realized that I screwed up and got the bad ending. Because this isn't supposed to happen if you got the good ending. At all. And this next part scared me quite a bit. Is it over? Please tell me the nightmare is over. Over? Your nightmare has just begun. Yeah, I know. It spooked me. That image is creepy. Is all ghetto, okay? Oh, man. So, basically, this is the bad ending. The good ending actually ends up with Youngo returning, Youngo handing in his exam and actually acing it and being being the top student of the class. But then, of course, it still ends up with Youngo inside the hospital. And Mina goes to visit him and then finds the pendant, which also she gets introduced to Yesol. And then the game kind of ends right there, with a minor exception of Siho, who actually is hiding inside the bushes looking over Mina, kind of like a creeper. So, basically, when it comes down to it, it's setting up for the sequel. And, actually, I'm not going to lie, I sat down and watched the sequel, a playthrough of the sequel anyway. Sitting on the outside, I'd say there's some things that they improved, and some things that actually didn't really pan out all that well, or did as good inside that game. Holy moly, that smile was kind of creepy. But, yeah, I ended up getting the bad ending, and this is technically the bad ending. Basically, this is where Yesol's supposed to be calling somebody and talking about something, and I'm pretty sure she might have been talking about Youngo, but, you know. And then, yeah. Honestly, I'm not going to lie, I actually like that wallpaper too, but anyway. Yeah. Yeah. That was the bad ending. I didn't mean to get the bad ending. I was hoping for the good ending, but apparently I guess I didn't do anything. I guess I didn't do everything right. Basically, I needed to have I needed to clear all the endings with an honest heart. I didn't do that. I didn't do that at all. So, unfortunately, when it comes down to it, yeah. Yeah. So, overall, though, I gotta say, considering that I played the Coma, like, maybe 5 or 6 times at this point, actually, I gotta say, the game's actually fairly solid. I would recommend picking it up and playing it yourself, because, to tell you the truth, it's not that bad. It brings a bit of an interesting spin to the whole dilemma of schools and, you know, some of the problems that schools usually tend to present. And, actually, the narrative is really good. I gotta admit, the narrative and the atmosphere both kind of nail it. Because sometimes, well, I've been inside an empty school before, and let me tell you, it is kind of creepy when the only thing you'll hear inside the halls is your own footsteps echoing. And, tell you the truth, like I said, they did a really good job with the atmosphere. They did a really good job with the game. And, honestly, the mechanics are fairly solid. Granted, they're fairly easy, and some of them are kind of pointless and useless. Like, for example, that little temporary hiding one. I don't get why that's even there. I mean, I think it's there to dupe the teacher just a little bit, but that doesn't really necessarily work. And I don't see why anybody would want to use that, because it just seems pointless. I mean, you're just sitting there waiting for her to notice you, scream at you, and swing and take an axe at you, you know? Or stick an axe in your skull or something like that. So, tell you the truth, like I said, and that's kind of where I have to say, I have watched the second game, and I have to say, they have improved. They did improve in some areas, and other areas they kind of regressed. But we'll probably wait till next year for that, okay? Yes, I will be playing the sequel next year. Why? Because this one was pretty good. I hope the sequel kind of blows away my expectation. Hopefully it's not like I saw it on the outside, but it's just as good on the inside. So anyway, beyond all that, sorry if my brain is not thinking properly. I hadn't gotten that much sleep in the past 2 days. Well, in the past week, really. Anyway, so if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. And I'll see you all in the next video. This is Supercholatemilkshake, signing off.